listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
What up, though? It's your boy. Go up, see Spaceship Always the Incredible, back for another edition of In This Corner. This is your Raw recap right here on the Raw Radio. I just got done eating some tacos, so it might be in my teeth a little bit. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble's over. The Royal Rumble's done. And so now it's time to get things moving into that direction. And we saw some things starting to move today. I swear I got a piece of. Oh, there we go. There we go. Talk to me, little mama. There you go. So we saw some things today. Not bad. WWE has a tendency to kind of chill out after PLEs, right? It's more talking. And today we're still talking. We got our 4 matches. And I see that they're limiting matches on every brand, on every show, right? You're not getting 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. I don't know if that's a smack to AEW or any other wrestling fan, but you know, I'm cool with it. I'm getting used to it. This show was really, the end was so unexpected, right? Like, I know why KO jumped in that ring. I know why KO package power drive Sami Zayn. And now they're setting up that WrestleMania match, which worked for me. It keeps both of them out of the main event, but it promises to be a highly charged match. So I'm not fucked off about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. You know. Hold on. Seth is a tweener right now. I like Seth's character because Seth is like, I love the people. I just don't like these motherfuckers. And I understand y'all like these motherfuckers. But all because you like these motherfuckers don't mean that I gotta like these motherfuckers too. And I like that. I like that so much. Because it's adding realism to Seth's character. You know, we've had the heel face dynamic, we've had the Stone Cold, we've had the anti-hero, but now we got somebody who, I love the fans, but I don't love the people that y'all love. I think they suckers. And eventually what's gonna happen is Seth is probably right. The only thing about Seth is you're the one that broke up the Shield, homie. You're the one that broke up the Shield. Who did I feel bad for tonight? Who did y'all feel bad for? I felt bad for Charlotte Flair. She came out there fist pumping, shaking hand. I was prepared to get a face Charlotte, and the crowd just crapped on her. And it almost made her turn heel. Like, she got rattled. Charlotte felt really rattled tonight. Is it me? Do you agree? I felt like she wasn't ready for that shit. And it affected her. I know Rhea tried to come out and help the situation, but it wasn't no helping Charlotte. It was not going her way. And it really felt like she wanted to be the face in this match with Tiffany Stratton, but the crowd shitted on her. And I had to think, like, was she a heel when she got hurt? And I think she was. I think she was a heel before she left. And so she tried to come back and say, I missed it. But we'll talk about that later, you know what I'm saying? But it was crazy. Let's go ahead and talk about the show. Let's go ahead and get into the show, y'all. The show started out with Jey Uso. As most of you know by now, Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. We had the Royal Rumble party over here. It was bananas. It was so fun. I enjoyed it. Me and J-Rock actually went back and watched it again last night, which was super cool. Seeing Jey win was dope. I am tired of getting online and people hating about Jey winning. I am tired of getting online and hearing people complain about Jey winning. I think it was the best thing to ever happen to WWE. It was a shocker. Right? It was a shocker. It was something that was unexpected. And I think the Royal Rumble needs that level of anything can happen. Because most of the Royal Rumble winners, from what I can tell, besides maybe Cena when he returned, were predictable. Now, of course, like Duggan and Stud. But besides that, most of them been predictable. They've been predictable since Hogan. And so with Jey Uso, nobody thought Jey Uso was going to win. Nobody. And he came out today, and out of everybody's complaining online, which I understand is just a small group of people, really, because them motherfuckers in Cleveland were turned up for him. And this was one time when I was actually getting a little teary-eyed with Jey. Did y'all feel that? Like, I felt some type of way. Like, it felt good to see Jey Uso win. And so he came out and he talked about it. You know, he just, 15 years ago, he just wanted to make a living. He just wanted to make a living, right? Tagging with his brother when he first got out there. And this is something I say, man. Like, people be so anxious for people to go ahead and be champions and shit. Sometimes they're not mentally ready. And they know they're not mentally ready. We want them to be mentally ready. But the fact is, they're not ready for that shit. They're not ready for that shit. But it took him a minute. It took him a minute to get to it. And now it's like, I can't, it's tough because I cannot see him not being in the main event. They can't do Kofi Daniel Bryan. They can't do Seth Brock Lesnar. They have to have main event Jey Uso in the main event. And you know who I give credit to most of this for? Honestly, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns saw this in Jey. He put all that shit in motion for Jey to fight him, for Jey to go through all this shit, the trauma with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline and Money in the Bank and SummerSlam and leaving SmackDown and going over to Raw. Roman Reigns put all this shit in motion, man. And it's been a long-ass story. We don't understand. This story started in the pandemic. Jey Uso fought Roman Reigns, I think it was Night of Champions, 2020. Let that sink in. And I think Jey tonight just wanted to just say thank you. And he felt so real. He felt so genuine. And I love that. And like I say, it almost brought tears to my eyes. It was like, damn, that's what it is. And then boom, here comes Gunther. And we figure that him and Gunther's gonna wrestle for the title. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Maybe Gunther fights Cena. Maybe Cody does fight Jey. And Jey wins in the Royal Rumble. I mean, it wins, and then Cody turns on him. And you're keeping Roman and Jey away from each other because I'm thinking Roman's gonna go to Raw, right? So you're keeping Jey and Roman, and Jey is strong enough to be the number one face now, and let Cody be a heel for a minute. And then you have Drew, you got Priest, you got LA Knight, you got Aleister Black, I assume coming back over there, Braun, Jacob Fatu. So I think SmackDown, I think Jey might fight Cody. I think Jey might fight. It ties in. It all ties in. Gunther comes out. He's berating Jey. He says this adds nothing to his legacy. And he kind of just runs down Jey. And Jey's like, look, man, I'm going over to SmackDown. He kept his head. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm going to go over to SmackDown. I'm holler at Cody. I'm going to make my decision. You don't scare me. And I think this kind of startled Gunther, but I understand Gunther. And that's why I don't think Gunther and Jey is going to wrestle, because that's what we're thinking. But I think Gunther can fight Cena. I think Gunther can fight Cena at WrestleMania. I don't know if Cody and Cena has to wrestle each other. I think Cody and Cena can wrestle each other later, and it can still work. He had the whole year. So at 7:30, we had Ludvig Kaiser and Penta. And I said, I'm going to ask y'all, who has the better walk? Penta or Obafemi? Because I love Oba. And then, but Penta hit that hoe too. I said, oh, I like they walks, right? Kaiser was eliminated last Saturday night in 6 seconds by Penta. It was a good match, good hard-hitting match, of course. I think we knew that. They had some good move. Ludwig kept getting thrown outside. That shit was weird to me. But I don't know if that was a theme or whatnot. I've been watching Penta since Lucha Underground. And Penta does the arm thing where he takes your arm and he snaps it back. And that thing has been looking scary. They call it the sacrifice. It is horrible looking. It's still horrible looking. It still makes me cringe. He hit that. Then he hit the Penta driver in 12 minutes. He won. They were about to do another promo with him, but then Pete Dunne interrupts. And before he gets in the ring, Ludwig Kaiser jumps in from behind. And I remember last week, Pete Dunne and Kaiser was talking. So are they going to move Ludwig from Gunther to Pete Dunne? So that might be an interesting team. So we're going to see that. Then they went and showed the JD injury. He has a punctured lung and a broken rib. That hit he took was gruesome. Speedy recoveries to you, JD McDonough. You got the Judgment Day segment. Finn was kind of upset at first, right? Finn was, y'all did this, and Liv was like, Dom put all this together. Dom got you an Elimination Chamber qualifier match. Dom got us a tag. Yeah, if, he was like, you taking my place in the tag team? Look, dude, they was going to get the title shot to somebody else. Calm the fuck down. Is Dom going to turn face? Because Dom was sitting back like he was becoming the leader of the Judgment Day. Like, dude, come out there. Come out there, bro. I put this shit together while you was gone. So after that, then you had Charlotte Flair. They booed the shit out of Charlotte Flair. Her outfit was ugly too. And then let me tell you, this is what I realized, right? Charlotte Flair comes out, she's trying to do this, but you're in Cleveland. And you had on Pittsburgh Steeler yellow. There was no way you expected to get. So at first I was like, damn, they turning on her. But I think she wanted them to boo her. You know, she seemed rattled. She you know, and you know, she was trying to say how she didn't know she was gonna come back. She didn't know if she was gonna wrestle again. And you know, I get it. But you're Charlotte Flair. And it shows the difference between Jey Uso and Charlotte Flair winning. I don't think as much criticism for Jey Uso as it is for Charlotte Flair right now. Even though I went for Iyo. I voted for Iyo. So I wanted Iyo to win. Yeah, we're going to get to Iyo. So Rhea Ripley comes out. And they trade barbs. And Rhea was trying to be nice to Charlotte. But Charlotte was being her condescending self. And said, you know, you were the kid and I beat, you know, Rhea was like, I beat you last time. And Charlotte's like, well, I beat you the first time. And she called her a kid, right? It was the part where she called her a kid. And Rhea said, you know, by you calling me a kid shows that you don't respect me. So pick me. Pick me so I can beat the respect into you. And at this moment, I was like, ooh, like, okay. It's different because Charlotte went after Rhea at NXT. She won the Rumble. Rhea went after Charlotte when she won the Rumble. So Charlotte going back after Rhea, like they're trading. Not only am I winning the Rumble, I'm winning the Rumble so I can beat you. I think that's an interesting story. I think that's a very interesting story because you've never really had Royal Rumble winners who just kept going after the same motherfucker. And it's a feud. It's a lifelong feud. Like good guy, bad guy. That's just what that is. Charlotte is everything. Rhea is everything that Charlotte wants to be. Come here. What's up? Wear your shirt. It's hot. I'm sorry, y'all. Fat boy done came up in here. Give me a second. Come on. Give me a hug. He out here with his titties out. Come on. Give me a hug. Love you. And so then you had that's when they first told us, what up, Mary? They told us about the Elimination Chamber qualifiers. And Sami Zayn, they interviewed Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is going to go against CM Punk later on tonight. As while he's interviewing, he says, hold on, I got to go talk. And he went up to Jey. And, you know, Jey eliminated him at the Royal Rumble, which I thought was interesting. But, you know, they hugged. Sami understands. Sami's one of those guys who understands the game. Like, dude, you won. It's your time. It's your moment. And then Karrion Kross comes in. This is interesting again. So you had the Karrion Kross shit. Then you had the KO shit. Who is Sami going to fight? Right? So Karrion Kross comes in and Sami tells him, I'm getting tired of your shit. You know, and Karrion's like, I'm not a problem. I'm not trying to cause any problem, but I can be a problem. And so if Sami wouldn't have got fucked up today, I could see Sami facing Karrion Kross at Elimination Chamber. I don't think he'll be ready in a month now. Bro, you got fucked up. Right? And so that's still interesting, you know, keeping Karrion Kross relevant, which is cool. It is what it is. Then we had the New Day. And the New Day finally got some new music. It took long enough. I didn't know what I knew they were waiting on some new music for them. You know, this match started at 8:06. New Day fought Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee of the LWO. First, you had a Rhea segment with Iyo. Iyo was sitting there getting ready for her match. Rhea walks by. She said, I'll see you at WrestleMania. Liv comes and jumps Iyo. Rhea breaks it up. But then Raquel jumps Rhea. And then they walk off happily. And I'm kind of happy they're keeping Liv and Raquel relevant. They're not just throwing them by the wayside since Liv don't have the title. But they fucked up Iyo and Rhea. And I said, ooh, that's a nice tag team right there, too. Seeing them maybe possibly do a Iyo Rhea, but it's going to be some dissension. It's going to be some dissension. So we have the New Day and Rey and Dragon Lee match, which is a pretty decent match. Logan Paul comes out, and he eventually comes to sit by the ringside. Ray gets up in his face. They push each other on the outside. Some more in the ring. Ray's trying to get in the ring. Logan pulls him out the ring. Kofi hits a Trouble in Paradise, and the New Day wins the match. It's about a 15-minute match. And they're setting up Logan versus Ray for the Elimination Chamber, which I figure Logan's going to win. Logan's going to win, but I don't know. Maybe Logan versus AJ Styles? Have they wrestled? At WrestleMania, Logan versus AJ Styles? I just don't think Logan's going to go for a title. That's just unbelievable. Then you had the Liv and Iyo match. Great match. They were the first two in at the Royal Rumble. They have good chemistry. I'll say it. Liv's getting better. She's growing on me. I used to think she was overacting. She was overdoing it, but I love her character now. We didn't see any Alexa. So that's going, we'll see that. I think we'll see that, but it's going to take a minute. Rhea came out. They was beating up Iyo, cheating and all that shit. And so Rhea came out to help Iyo. And so she hits Raquel, and then Liv comes to try to help Raquel. And in the process, Rhea hits Liv and causes the disqualification. So Liv is going to the Elimination Chamber. Iyo is upset. Rhea's trying to explain and shit, but nigga, you lost my chance. I see Iyo versus Rhea at WrestleMania, but it's going to be interesting how they get to that match. It's going to be interesting. Unless they do Iyo and Rhea at Elimination Chamber. So, we'll see. War Raiders interview, trying to build them back up. American Made comes out. He says that they're going to win the titles. War Raiders like, bring it on, bro. Come on with it. You better be ready for war. And then Gable says he's going on a sabbatical to learn Lucha Libre. Is that to come back and beat Penta? That's going to be interesting. And he put on his glasses and he walked off. Right after that, they have a commercial for Evolve. They're going to start showing Evolve on Tubi, I think March 4th, something like that. So WWE is getting everybody and getting all these promotions and doing their thing. And I used to be an Evolve fan, but I don't know if I would like the WWE Evolve because it's going to be like WWE Light. It's like another NXT. It's like another NXT UK, right? For me. So we'll see that. And they got the LFG, Legend and Future Great show, the Tough Enough redo. I see them building up, and they need to build up a men's division. Right now, they have good men on wrestling. On WWE on the main roster. But Rollins, Punk, AJ, Cena, Roman, Sheamus, they don't have long, y'all. Miz, AJ, did I say AJ Styles? Nakamura, they don't have long. Priest is old as shit. LA Knight is over 40. They don't have long, y'all. The future is bright for WWE, but they need to get some more because in NXT, all you really have is Oba and Trick. Those are the two main draws on NXT right now. Adam Pearce announces, and this goes back to me in face of Logan Paul, that AJ Styles has been moved to Raw. It was this last draft. Brian Breaker comes in. So we may even get a Brian Breaker, AJ Styles feud in the meantime. If they don't wrestle at WrestleMania. It's going to be interesting. Then you had your Seth Rollins segment. He talks about CM Punk getting thrown out the ring. He talks about Roman Reigns not winning the Rumble. He talks about beating up Roman Reigns and how Roman Reigns is hurt and that he did it. And they're not going to tell you he did it, but he did it. He calls out Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn really didn't say much, but he's pleading to him like, beat Punk. I know you don't like Punk. You play this good role, but I want you to beat Punk. Then we can go to Elimination Chamber because I think Seth is facing Finn next week. We can go to Elimination Chamber. Or you can make this happen. So, and maybe Roman won't be in Elimination Chamber now since he's hurt. I thought Roman might be in it. I haven't even thought about who the 6 people. I know I'll talk about that in a minute. But he wants He wants Sami Zayn to beat Punk. He just has this thing for Punk. And like I say, with Seth, I understand. Like, I'm not gonna ever like you're not my guy now because we wrestle. We ain't cool. We don't shoot marbles, my nigga. This leads into Punk and Sami Zayn, which was a phenomenal match. It was a great match. You knew it was gonna be a great match. A lot of counters, a lot of holes. Both of them got their shit in. Punk wins with a GTS. So he goes on to the Elimination Chamber. He's the second guy in. Cena's the first one. Let me think. Seth, Cena, Punk, Drew, I don't know about KO. And oh my God, KO got to fight Orton. This is crazy. What's going to happen? This is so much. I don't even know who the sixth going to be yet, y'all. I have no clue. I have no fucking clue. Priest, maybe? And I don't know, but they embrace afterwards, respect for each other. Punk gets out the ring. Punk's a hold-on. He didn't help He didn't help Sami Zayn because then, I think he pushed him. I think KO pushed Zayn into Punk, which knocked him out the ring. And then he whoops up on Zayn and hits the package power driver on his best friend. And he's probably mad because Zayn did not help him at the Royal Rumble. I fucked up, looking horrible. And now we have this match. So I don't know what's going to happen. We got a lot, and that's the thing about WWE right now. We have a lot of intertwining feuds that can go in many different directions. And I think that's the interesting part about WWE right now. You don't have to have just one feud, right? You don't have to have just the same people wrestle each other every single time. And that's what we were used to. We were used to seeing Cena face Umaga or John Morrison versus Jeff Hardy every week. Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler every week. Sheamus versus Big Show seems like, or Del Rio every week. Now we have a lot of intertwining feud that we really don't know as we go on this road of WrestleMania who's going to end up where. And for me, as a wrestling fan, I don't mind suspending my belief and waiting to see what happens. I'm cool with it. Give me y'all thoughts. Tell me what y'all think about Raw. I'm going to give it 3.5 ships. And I give it 3.5 because Jey Uso, the beginning was strong. The end was strong. You had some good matches in between. You had a lot of shit that carried on and festered and just blended in together. I like how it go. I would have gave it higher, but I felt bad for Charlotte. I really did. I really felt bad for Charlotte Flair tonight. Like, God damn, they did her bogus. Like, and it wasn't even a big boo. Like, she was trying to get boos, it seemed like. But they weren't big booing. They just was mid on her. Like we don't really care. That's how it felt. I'm the best and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. And so I give it a 3.5 ships. Tell me what you got below. Make sure you hit the like. Check us out this Thursday, DY Radio Thursday Night House Party, where our special guest will be my brother Narcus. One time for the one time. Make sure you continue to vote for the Wild Out Awards. That link is out there in the world. I'll float that somewhere today. The award show's coming up, man. We love y'all, man. Y'all be a blessing to somebody's life. It's not about what you get. It's about what you give on behalf of everything. Y'all know what it is. Peace.
But he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. Try.